Hello, I'm Martin Fencka and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Kingsbound 2. So, last time we tested our new army composition, which I would say works quite well, so I'm happy about that. And then we entered a new area of the map, this, let's call it a dungeon, and talked to a ghost. Uh, but it seems that he just teleported a little bit deeper into the dungeon, and now we're gonna talk to him again. So let's start with that, and then we're gonna do some exploring.
You are standing within the very laboratory where King Maximus's greatest mages once labored.
This laboratory has survived the turn of an era. Impressive. What did they study here?
A myriad of subjects. The secrets of the world, the boundaries between the living and the unliving, the arcana of matter and logi. First and foremost, though, they studied those incredible creatures called chimeras.
Chimeras. I've read about such monsters. Do they roam free?
No. The most dangerous specimens are locked in the astral plane. They cannot escape. I could make you a scroll to summon the beasts from the astral plane, but first you'll have to help me.
Intriguing. What kind of help do you need?
The Archmage stole my heart. He took my freedom from me, as well as my emotions. I've been tied to these catacombs ever since. Living or dead, I cannot leave them. Find the Archmage's bedchambers. The stairs leading to them are to the right behind this door.
To the right, so I guess behind this force field. Okay, is there anything that we could open, activate, loot? What is this? The spell. 30 mana, I'll take that. That's basically the most important thing right now that we can find. Well, I guess we still need gold. Problem is that everything that we find, all of the chests and caches and barrels, there's like 50 gold, so that really doesn't change that much. We are getting most of the gold from, I think, quests and fights.
I need to think about it, I guess.
Oh, right. Another...
Found something.
well, let's call it a puzzle, but... puzzles in this game, well... nothing here. Okay. And there is a what is a scroll? Verily I say unto you, Navedes is Ulogi's seed, his very flesh and blood. The man is no less contemptible than his wicked plans. He has conceived a prison of the damned to taint us with enchanted diseases while he basks in royal wealth. May flames of righteous fire snap his skin like burning bark. May ghouls dance by his grave. May his barking be silenced forever. Down with Navedes and his despicable deeds. Okay, is Nevada's the person behind the void somehow? Okay, so we are going this way, and that's missing.
Well, next. The missing parts must be nearby.
Really? Oh, it closed the water here. Okay, so we can just move forward, and I guess we'll find the missing wheel somewhere around here. What is this? Another scroll. I'm not naming any names, but I think you know who I am. 7 winged serpents have been rejected and are scheduled to be fed to the other creatures. That is what I'm going to put down on my tablet. You can pick them up in the Wonder Grove as usual. Leave the payment there as well, and then get caught like last time when you had to swallow that six-tailed caviar. Okay, don't take it personally. Anyway, good luck. Give my regards to our friend from far, far away. I have no idea what they're talking about. There is the
Need to put it back in
wheel,
place.
a valve, and that's it. Okay, so I guess solving this will, for some reason, drop the force field on the other side.
Well, next.
Yeah, I really wonder why the force field was dependent on the water supply. Oh, now the water is here. Can we enter? We can. Spirit sphere. That's another. Actually, that might be useful. Wait. Let's check the spirit sphere. That might not be garbage. Valuable item for sale. Never mind. I thought we found something that might actually do something. Something useful. Production table entry 4212. Work on the new rattleberry samples is finished. The seedlings are ready. The growth coefficient is 1.5%. However, I've run into the usual problem. To access the key to the Wonder Grove, I need to register with the key keeper. I've already brought this up before the assembly. Why does the botanical department constantly need to request access to the grove from the keeper? I didn't get much of an answer either. Let's keep the key to the Wonder Grove somewhere easily accessible, or simply leave it unlocked. Junior Sorceress Kinshasa. Where is the grove? Well, I guess this is telling us that to access the grove somewhere at the end of this laboratory, we will need to find some kind of a key. Is that what this suggesting? There's a scroll, ray of light. Oh, it's going up. This looks to be actually quite a large dungeon for this game. With no end to our misfortunes in sight, I rechecked the magic tablets of the second age, the ones that form the basis for our work. Since my father had lived among the elves for many years, I was better at reading old elven runes than any other mage, and this was the language explaining the secrets of the essence. Excuse me. To my horror, I stumbled upon a comment that we had missed earlier. The translation had been carelessly rushed, the scholars believing it insignificant. It said that if the work is carried out in a dungeon with no moonlight or starlight, the essence should be diluted with large quantities of extract of the aquatic herb Aterosalvia. We didn't include this step, as the translation said. It is true, I swear by the moon, the stars, and the cup of Terrasalvia. We spent the next 3 months buying a Terrasalvia from a rather perplexed fisherman and negotiating new batches of test animals with peasants and trappers. Once again, we all believed in our success, and even the Archmage joked about it over breakfast. Okay. I'm not sure if this is really important. Production tablet 96.2. I understand the Archmage won't be happy, but alas, my calculations definitely show our stuff will at some point be exposed to essence. People have already begun to complain of changes occurring in their bodies. If we don't act soon, this will have serious repercussions. Logras scolded me once for stepping out of line, but I swore an oath the Order of Royal Mages to speak only the truth. Junior Mage Jean. There is the growth key. And 20 mana. I will take it. Mage 10, it's actually a piece of gear, I think. Mage Tear, here. And that's gonna be an upgrade. What we currently have is Arcane Knowledge 4 and Resistance for Army. This one gives Arcane Knowledge 4 resistance and physical and magical resistance to the army. So it's a small upgrade for our units. Well, I guess I'll take it. Why not? And then we found, I think, this flask that's worthless, basically. Okay, so we have the key. Read the scroll. Where do we use the key? Okay, we can't interact with these doors. I guess we just follow the ghost that was on the other side. And as usual, when I'm recording, it's time for my cats to play, so any noises you can hear in the background, it's them. Hey, another chest. Give me mana. Mana, come on, come on. Clay gold. Nope, no mana this time. 300 gold is not bad though.
I need to think about it, I guess.
Oh, a puzzle. A real puzzle. Is it? More mana. Excellent. How much mana do we have? 615. That might actually be enough to learn a new spell. And do you hear that in the background? And I don't mean my cats at this point. They were like birds singing for a moment. It seems that we are getting close to the grove. So there are some runes on the wall on the other side. Is it like telling us where to go? That's that. That's that. That. Well, let's talk to Logras first. I can see
the door to the
solution.
Archmage's bedchambers. The Archmage sealed it with a runic lock. I can't tell you how to open it, but there should be a sign nearby with a hint.
Okay, so we will start. Which one is the opening one? This one. Next one is here, then this one, this one, and forward.
That's it.
Any enemies guarding the chamber? Nope, there is the grove though. More mana? I like that. Mana is good. There is a chest down there. So maybe if we pull the book, the library will move or something like that. Goggles of Truth. Wow. Force Cube. Okay, let's read the scrolls now. Summon Clay Golem. Logras, I hope I can get through to you at least. I am deeply concerned about events of late. Have you seen what happened to the roaches, the flies, the moths? What they have turned into? Insects are very susceptible to the effects of toxic fluids, unlike more complex creatures of flesh and bone. This proves how dangerous this substance is. I wouldn't dare question the Archmage's genius nor the elven manuscripts, but there was an issue deciphering it. Remember, we missed a tiny note in the margins back at the beginning. Aurea just happened to spot it. What if we missed something else? Just think about it. Head of findings. More scrolls. Your Majesty, most venerable Lord Maximus, I must call your attention to the most troublesome situation in the catacombs. The mages are in a spiritual turmoil, rooted in a deep fear of the essence of creation that has been our recent project. I made every effort to keep the essence safe, but certain agitators are spreading rumors that it is harmful to humans. This is utter nonsense. The essence of creation is derived from life and light and cannot possibly cause harm. I'm taking every possible measure to provide no fewer than 1,000 combat-ready Chimera. What? I'm taking every possible measure to provide no fewer than 1,000 combat-ready chimeras, creatures which know neither pain nor fatigue, in the nearest future. Archmage Navedas. Okay, so this is indeed the chambers of Navedas. It seems.
Huh. That's a neat idea. Just step out and take a nice break from these dark, cramped halls.
Okay. Star chart. Don't think that is useful for anything, or is it? Wait. Am I blind? We don't have the star chart in the inventory. Does that mean we just found something useful? Or am I just blind? Oh, I'm just blind. This is the star chart. Never mind. Oh, that's the doors that we were not able to open before. Okay. But I would like to get down there to the chest. What about Logras? What are you gonna tell me?
Not here.
Did you expect to see Navedas?
The heart's not here. My heart is not here. I would feel sorrow now were I capable, but I cannot. At least I'm thinking clearly. The heart was taken to the garden, obviously.
Interesting conclusion. Your reasoning?
There's no other place to hide it nearby. The garden is locked with a key held by the head administrator. Find the key. It will be somewhere in the library.
Yeah, I think I got the key already.
This is the key. To the garden. Hurry.
How do we get down there? I guess... Oh wait, from the other side I can see the entrance. All the way back... to the other side.
Looks like Logris is hiding something. There are plenty of remains here. These skeletons are fresh, I'd say.
Just out of curiosity, is there something here? Not really. Bludgeon. Things have gone awful sideways. I'm chilled to the marrow, like Magdis was breathing down my back, and I can't feel my fingers. I don't understand it. Fred has a fever, and his face is turned all patchy and green. I'm sending Poker your way. I need him to pick some herbs, make our captive mage do something, and hurry. I'm begging you. What a forsaken place. We saw a glimpse of heaven in those catacombs, just like Aloe's gardens. The passage is blocked with a lattice, but we can slip through the gap at the top. Once we reach the water, we can finally get some rest. I hope this is from all the dust and damp. Lucky. It seems that he was not so lucky in the end. I have a feeling that one of the torches at some point is gonna be like an interactive object, so I'm just making sure that I don't miss it. What is this? Nothing important. And more scrolls. What was that noise? Do you hear it? It might be coming from up there. Dear Archmage, your team has fulfilled your command to provide exquisite seafood delicacies. However, a weird creature was produced as a byproduct, and the only name we could come up with is drillfish. It's not exactly a fish and not exactly a drill either, but it does have a chitinous growth on its nose which allows it to drill holes in stone as thick as 6 inches. We suppose that such a creature might be useful in dam construction. The Transmutation Department had Mage Laurenson. Just more scrolls. And by the end of the 3rd day of feeding, these chimeras proved to be the most resilient. Moreover, the experiments show that their dietary preferences are similar to those of upper-class citizens at royal feasts. For example, these chimeras love chicken, rattleberries, and hot spices. Manager Director Felista the Sorceress. And what's the last scroll? Production tablet entry 614. Transmutation Department Head Laurenson, please prepare a report on the serpentine griffins from batch 34. Almost every specimen has exhibited an increased growth of bony crests and overall improved bone strength. Their temper has become mild, almost lackadaisical, with little or no response to external stimuli. 3 specimens have died in the past 6 days. Disciple Irkhan, who was responsible for their feeding, believes the concentration of essence in their feed does not correspond to regulations. Inform findings, Department Head Logras. Department Inspector Archmage Noes, Assistant Berlingen. What the hell is this? Chicken meat.
Navetas didn't stint on the magic ice. This chicken is so fresh, I can still hear it clucking.
Okay, that might be a quest item. There's nothing here. Let's check the chicken, if it's in the inventory even. Nutritious food. What the hell? I guess we'll find out later. What about our friend?
You said no one had been around in hundreds of years, and yet I've seen fresh corpses.
Those ones, yes. They didn't help me, you see. They were only interested in treasure. I didn't stop them. It was the treasure that doomed them.
Okay. More scrolls. How ironic. We fell victim to our own research. This repulsive mug we used to turn rats and sheep into monsters is now all around us. In the air, the food, the water. Everyone's suffering the consequences of daring to challenge the elements. I don't know if I'm going to live. Navarez has called an evacuation, but it's going to take a real long time. I went to Lausanne for advice. She's convinced we can't seal all the essence vials in time. Rumors has it Navarez wants to lock all of the chambers temporarily just to open them again later. But what is the point if the essence keeps building up? This must inevitably end in catastrophe. Tomorrow I'll gather everyone who works in the Hall of Transformations and raise the question of destroying all the essence in the laboratory. I don't care if Navarez torches me like he did Logras. I'm not going to simply wait for my destruction. Oh, we can open the door. I didn't expect that. So that's the grove? Yeah, that's the entrance to the grove. But before we go there, let's see if there is anything else. I'm pretty sure this is how we get to the chest that we've seen from the other side. There it is. Yeah. Knight's Ring, Garnet, Star Chart, Mana, excellent. And the Knight's Ring, I think, is equipable item. We have a second one. That might be relevant. It's already 180 leadership. We are at 2260. How much are trolls? Trolls are 1200. So if I equip both those ranks, we'll be able to get a second troll. But at the same time, we are like 150 experience, not even 150 experience away from level 14, which actually may give us enough leadership. Let's wait. If level 14 doesn't allow us to get the second troll, I may use those rings, or at least one of those rings. More scrolls, production tablet 91. Our research has shown poor combat results for Swinosaur, whatever that is. But the amount of meat packed inside their scale hide could replenish the warehouses of both the Citadel and Marsala. I've already forwarded a dispatch on this subject to the Archmage. Anything else? Nope. Can we read the tablet? I tire of petitioning for a utility room with charcoal for the stoves. Therefore, I took it upon myself to find a solution to this delicate and incredibly complex problem. I did a piece of fire elemental in one of the ovens, and now it works by itself. To quickly heat up the oven, follow the instruction below. This might be relevant. First, place the container in the oven. The fire will start by itself. Then cast this simple spell, and the fire will grow hotter. Shadal Akara. Finally, if you want the fire to flare up even more, cast the final spell, Shadal Akatoro. No need to thank me. Can I interact with some of this? I'm pretty sure I'm gonna need that guide at some point. More scrolls. Amarantha, let's meet at midnight in the Wonder Grove. I'll be waiting for you by the rattleberry bushes. Don't forget that one thing, you know what I'm talking about. Oh, so it's coming back to Amarantha. It's one of the witches that we've heard about very early in the series. I think we actually even fought Amarantha. Production doubled enter 778. Who let the pincer gnawer out of its cage? Everyone from the trials department has been trying to put it back for 3 hours straight. Dear colleagues, please be vigilant. Lock the cages and return the keys to the key keeper. I demand you find the perpetrator and punish them with a spell of weakness duration 6 hours. Report to Flista, the sorcerer's managery director. Okay. Is that it? I guess it is. Okay, so let's check the grove. I hope that we will fight something, because this episode was just about reading scroll after scroll after scroll, and we didn't even really learn that much from those scrolls. Might have to find log grass, actually. Is that possible? What is this? Marcellin Reaper. Let's take Marcellin Reaper. Let's take rattleberries. Is that it? Can we cross the water? Yes, we can. More mana, that is useful. Another thermal in the ring. You have like a third one at this point.
The previous guests, it looks like.
Bludgeon, this is Fred. Lucky attacked me and I think he was trying to eat me in the bargain. He grew these massive claws and almost tore me apart, but his bony carapace saved my life. What carapace, you ask? I can't exactly say, but we have all turned into monsters. I'm just telling it like I see it. I didn't want to kill him. If Poker's back, you can read these lines. I hope I get better. Maybe a little lie down. Okay. Oh yeah, the skeleton doesn't really look human anymore. Okay. Anything else? No. So it's time to talk to Logrounds.
Not here either.
Oh, no heart.
Is that so?
That sucks.
This is bad. This is very bad.
Right. Go on then.
It's in astral storage. There's no other place it could be. And that's where one finds...
Let me guess. Chimeras.
Yes, chimeras. At least one. You'll have to fight it.
It will be interesting to see one in person.
I recall the mages of old distracted them with a favorite food. There used to be ingredients for that dish in the laboratory. You have two options. Kill the chimera outright, or pacify it. Let me know when you're ready. I'll open a portal to the storage.
Okay. I have a feeling that it's a good idea to save the game here.
Are you prepared? I'm opening the portal. I'm hoping for your success, friend.
And I'm hoping to see a live chimera and get the promised scroll.
Okay. Let's see. I'm quite curious. Because I really want to see the endgame fights, like the dragons and, I guess, chimeras, giants. So how do we
If this piece of junk was ever mobile, those days are long gone.
There are elementals, and I guess in the back that's the Chimera. So to keep it busy, I think that's the chicken leg or whatever it was that we found, and we send it in the cart somehow. Oh, I can't interact with it. But I really want to fight the thing. Or at least, well, at least check the initial screen. How does this fight looks like? So this is the Chimera. It's not that crazy, it seems. No, it's really fast. It's finesse. It's our first tier 5 creature, rank 3. The damage is not that crazy. Very high crit. The initiative is only 5, so we can slow it down before it can move. It's magical creature, melee fighter, electrocution. Basic attacks deal magic damage and a 40% chance of inflicting shock debuff. Can travel through hexes with low obstacles and pass over major variations in terrain. Control over enemy units, ignores the zone of control. Irrepressible. Initiative. Initiative. Wait, its initiative cannot be decreased. It doesn't say anything about speed. Initiative cannot be decreased. Immune to initiative decreases, shock and stun debuffs. But it doesn't say anything about slows. Immune to debuffs affecting the mind. Madness, mind control, magic shackles, curse, and fear. Okay, now the active skills. Whirling Blades, that looks nasty. Deals 244 to 330 damage to all units in the 2-hex line. The enemy cannot respond to this attack. Chimera's Jump. Allied unit is teleported to any free hex within range of its speed. It then deals 122 to 165. That's not too bad. To all units adjacent hexes. Wow. Zone of control. And the last one, Triumph, deals 165 damage to enemy unit. If the target dies, allied unit recharges all its skills. Holy crap. What about the rest? These guys are unfortunately ranged, and these are also ranged. This is gonna be nasty. How fast are they? They're slow, that's good. They're really slow. What is this? Fireball. Basic ranged attack, deal fire damage, and inflicts burning debuff on the target. So it's on just the target. It's more like Firebolt than Fireball. Fireball usually is AoE. Basically, deal fire damage and apply burning debuff. What is this? Applies critical increase buff on allied unit. Unit critical chance plus 35%. And this is much an influx frozen debuff on all units in a 7-hex area. So it's a target hex plus all of the hexes around. Unit speed reduced by 1, removes haste, and unfortunately I can probably use this anywhere on the map. Well, I'm curious. I'm gonna try this. And I may just reload. But as I said, I'm mostly really doing this just because I'm curious. This is a pain in the ass. So we probably want to spread out. The statue in the middle is so annoying. Okay, so that stupid Chimera can get anywhere. Who goes next? You go next. Don't think I'm that afraid of the fire elementals. I have to focus on the Chimera. I really don't want the troll to die. I guess they use their spells at this point. Ow. Okay, so from here I should be able to immobilize this thing. This is not quite what I want. I was hoping to hit 2 different units. If I just attack, how much damage am I gonna take back? Not that much. Sure. This is probably not the fight to save mana. Problem is I don't really have too many options. So I need to survive these 2 attacks. So I have to go for healing. And that's probably not enough, unfortunately. Just go for the dive. Who's next? 8, 9. I'm gonna debuff this stack for next turn. Yeah, this is okay. We've already lost one of these elementals, so I don't really care about losing more units. We'll just pay after the fight. I just didn't want to lose a whole stack. And the elementals just melted. Okay, the troll has to hide for at least one more turn. Damn, we are getting wrecked. I have a feeling we have entered the zone that's a little bit too high level for us. I kinda expected it, that's why I saved the game. Why can't I attack the Chimera? Yeah, you don't have a chance, we won't even be able to kill one unit. Or barely will be able to kill a unit. I can't get that kill. Oh crap, no. I thought the Eagles will just finish the Chimera. Like, I was hoping that maybe if we just kill the boss, it's gonna end the fight. I mean, I didn't expect it, but you can always hope. Yeah, now we can't kill the elementals. It's just way too many hit points left. So unfortunately, we'll have to leave this quest for a while until we get a lot more units. This wasn't even close. I guess I can't, no, I can't learn spells in combat. Oh, can't use Vivify on trolls, so I can't double their healing. That is unfortunate. Yeah, there is no point in, like, continuing this fight. It would just be a waste of time. Or maybe not. I'll probably lose everything in, like, 2 turns. But, we now know how strong this army actually is. We know that we just can't really win. And even if I found a way how to win somehow through reloading multiple times, the losses will always be unacceptable. So we're just gonna leave. And save this for much later. I think this might be like the first endgame encounter. Like early endgame first tier 5 unit. I always hated elementals. In all games, I just hate elementals. So no change here. I really don't like this fight at all. Can we somehow find a way to use this card? Because there is the other way to keep that Chimera busy. don't see anything that I could interact with. Can I just push it? No, it won't move. What about... I can't get to the other card. Never mind. Oh, we actually want to use this file, not this one. Oh well, let's make a cut here. Off camera, I'm just gonna reload and leave the laboratory. We'll just pick a different quest. Return to this later. We still have like 8 side quests that we can finish. The whole Mage factory thing. So we'll be heading in that direction. And I guess we'll return when we have some tier 5 units of our own. That should make this fight much easier. Because the army that we have is okay for the fights that we have been doing so far. But once we get into like tough higher tier units, we just don't have the damage. Well, we are done with this episode, so I hope that you liked it. I hope that you're gonna join me next time again. Now until then, have a good time. Bye bye.